Bluff City Media presents The Anthony Sain Show with your host, Anthony Sain. Now, let's get to the show.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Anthony Sain Show. This is, of course, your host, Anthony Sain. Y'all see Kenny all the time. Kenny, what's up? I got to give big ups to my guy, man. Hey, man, this is my guy in the building right here, man. Y'all might know him. Y'all may know him as being a daily host on the Daily Grind with my guy, Tuomas Iisalo, a.k.a. Luke Hatmaker. You might know him from that. You might know him for being the only somebody in the locker room who got a camera. Because everybody in there bring a camera. Everybody be in there recording shit. You might know him as the only dude who actually posts the stuff he records. You might know him as being a contracted Bleacher Report, Memphis Grizzlies beat reporter.
Viral.
Viral.
Hey, that's what I'm trying to get to.
It's final. You might know him working for Bleacher Report. Move over,
Molly.
Move over, Molly. Yeah, move over, Molly. Get you up out of here, man. What's Molly's last name?
Morrison.
Bro, I have something wrong with my brain. I just don't remember names.
You just had her on the show like 2 weeks ago.
I know it. That's my homie. I'm bad with names, bro. How many times I say, all the little dude, the coach of so-and-so, you tell me the answer. 100%. I be embarrassed watching my show sometimes how much I be forgetting names. Move over, Molly Morrison. We about to have another Memphis Grizzlies beat reporter for Bleacher Report. Molly Morrison didn't have the video of Jaren talking about y'all can be homeless. Why? I do not understand why people are so offended by what Jaren said here, bro.
It's crazy.
I like for real mad. Like I'm like, bro, I want to have the emotion you have. I don't.
Folks have they have judged his whole entire career now, like what he was before and what he will be based off that quote.
He basically was like, we'll get through it, bro. Like, this ain't, we'll get through it, bro. Like it could be a whole lot worse for us. Like I don't understand what people got mad at him about, man. Like it's so crazy, bro. I think we're just all just super wound up.
Parrish, I have a question for Parrish on this. What were you were sitting there right when it happened? Clearly, you had the video. That video went mega viral. What was your facial expression behind the camera when he said the homeless phrase?
I was tripping. I didn't start laughing out loud. I was like, bro, I know anybody just say that.
Man, Jaren,
it's so funny
looks
because
like
he ended the interview. Like after that, he was like, after he said, he's like, okay, I'm done. So we just like tripping. I think I posted the video before I even left the locker room.
I think Jaren, and when I say this, I don't mean like as far as the Memphis Grizzlies are concerned, but I think he's just kind of over all this. I think he's just kind of done. Like, bro, all right, bro, it's just too much crazy shit going on around here, man. Just like let's get this shit over with. What else? Where else where you know my guy from, man? Let me think. Something I'm forgetting, man. You might know him from his expert Ja Morant analysis, including.
He shot. He
definitely is a shooter. He ain't nothing else. He's a shooter, man.
Oh yeah, ask Pat Bev. That man's a shooter. What you talking about?
If he ain't nothing else, he's a shooter, man. We getting into that, but my guy is with me, Parrish Sharkey, the Memphis Grizzlies beat reporter for Bluff City Media. Big up to my guy Parrish. Y'all don't understand how hard it is to get Parrish on the show. Let me show you how we make the sausage.
No, you don't understand how hard it is with your scheduling.
Right, it's me. It ain't got nothing to do with Parrish.
No, it's true.
Let me take y'all behind the sausage. All right, I have a full-time job. I go in I start like at 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning. I wrap up around 3:30, 4 o'clock, 4:30, something like that, right? I also have another job that I work a couple nights out the week. And because of that job, I don't get off until 9 o'clock. So if it's game night, it's a double entendre because Parrish is working the game. And it's very hard to get Parrish on the show because sometimes out of pure convenience, and actually the only way we can record, me and Kenny will record late at night. Parrish is a married man. This is already understood. I ain't coming. So it's already, and he nods his head to show y'all he ain't coming. So whenever I get my boy on, man, I get excited.
That is fatigue, man.
It's not that Parrish.
I wind down.
You, brother, yeah. I'm a married man, so I get it.
It's not that Parrish is a married man. I'm a married man saying you're booed up. Like we got ladies in our life. It's that the man's single, bro. Like not single. He's childless. Like he doesn't have any children at home. So like him and his wife spend a lot of time together.
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure.
I love it.
Yeah, because we away from each other all day at work. So then if I work a Grizzly game, it's up with. This three out of 4 nights.
Yeah. Yeah. My bad, y'all. I'm taking care of a little semi situation real fast. But let's go ahead and get into it, man. Speaking of the Memphis Grizzlies locker room, Paris, the Grizzlies do have a new head coach, Mr. Tuomas Iisalo, aka.
Hey, Doc Holliday did a whole dialogue video on Twitter about that. I still mess up his name.
It's like, yeah, that's
it's almost like Thomas, but
it's a U in there.
Tuomas
Iisalo.
Yeah, I think the announcer at the game said Iisalo, but I thought it was Iisalo. So
I think it's Iisalo. Iisalo.
Iisalo.
Hey, bro, y'all ever see that thing that says, it's like this little thing, little mind trick thing. It says, I'm doing it with y'all. See how it works. All right. It says, spell, how do you spell, what is YES spell?
Yes.
All right. What does YES spell?
Yes.
All right. What does EYES spell?
Ass.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, it makes sense.
It was like, yes. Y'all, it didn't get y'all.
I used to mess up on that. I used to mess up on the type of stuff. I got it this time, though.
Oh, man.
Yeah, did you see? Both of us were like, hold on.
Let me wait. I was like, hold on.
Let me put it in my brain because
hold on. Let me run through this real quick. Give me a second.
Tuomas Iisalo. But yeah, what are your takes on? Because we see the on court stuff, right? We see them playing the games, and we see they're actually using Zach Edey. What a concept, right? And they're actually playing 8-9 dudes, right? Like when guys are out, like Vince Williams, who we think will be a rotation player, when he's out, they don't play another dude. They just play the dudes they got more, right? It's just, hey, it's what a concept, you know?
They do.
Shocking stuff.
Something that would have been really dope, like in November, to do. You know what I mean? But what is the locker room like? And when people, that's another thing. As somebody who has covered the team on the level that you do, who has that locker room access, you're not in there like when they're like in planning mode, or you're not really seeing how they are on an everyday basis. But when you're in that post game, 20, 30 minutes with the players, when they're basically just putting their clothes on, get ready to go. What has that environment been like? Is it any different than it was with Taylor Jenkins, or how the vibes feel? Because I don't think anybody is spoken on these type of things. So this is an Anthony Sain show exclusive. Somebody who's in the locker room with the players. What are your thoughts on what you see when you're in the locker room?
I just around the vibe is just really around the same. I think it varies. So for whatever reason, the first night of back-to-back versus second night back-to-back, when after the Boston game, it was a very down vibe in the locker room. Mm-hmm. But after they lost Golden State, it wasn't as down, if that makes sense. It was just like
they feel like they
played better. Yeah, they played better. They felt the vibe was a little more upbeat, like, okay, we saw some things, we played a lot better. Yeah, we lost, but we have something to take away that we can do going forward, that we felt like that we can improve on and do something. But after the Boston game, it was more like, I don't know, it was kind of just there. It was and that's what the Jaren quote meant, him saying the Spark game. That was that night. So it varies by different nights, but versus Taylor Jenkins, without Taylor Jenkins, it's always kind of been, up and down, especially Ja Morant. It's always been kind of just depending on the game. I know it's random though, because like some games, like the OKC game back in February, that first one at home, that night they kind of was like, all right, we know what we need to do. But then when they lost to OKC this past month in March, it was a vibe of like, I don't know. So it varies per game. It's not consistent at all.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on Coach Iisalo altogether? Like, I think I've never found myself getting up the next day watching the coach's press conference. I don't think I've ever done that in the history of the Memphis Grizzlies outside of Dave Yeager crying in the playoffs. That's probably the only time I went back and watched a post-game press conference from a coach.
Take that for data.
Or something like that, or Taylor Jenkins about to cry.
That was Episdoe. That was David Episdoe.
Right. Yeah, Episdoe. Yeah, like whatever. Like that's the only times I've gone back and watched stuff, and that was like meme quality stuff. That was like stuff you put on a T-shirt. But I've watched every Taylor Jenkins. I've watched every Tuomas Iisalo post game press conference. What are your thoughts on him as a coach so far? Do you think he's I believe the Grizzlies already have their coach. I think that they hired their replacement for Taylor Jenkins last summer. What are your thoughts on that? And just what are your thoughts on Coach Iisalo altogether?
I like him so far. I mean, yeah, I like him so far. With just him. I mean, I feel like I can ask him questions and he's gonna talk. He's gonna actually give us some real answers, right? Some like an actual answer that, yes, you're actually talking basketball, not just like word salad around it. So I really appreciate that. And his answers are just very like detailed. He asked another night, I forgot who asked him the question about, are they looking at the standings or do he talk to the team about it? Yep. And he was talking about where he from overseas and how if they lose over there, they get sent down to another division or something. If they don't make the playoffs over there. And
we be G League bound.
Yeah, he's just talking about that, right? He's talking about that story. And it was just very intriguing story. Just like, okay, I like that just thought process of thinking about it and just like, hey, we got to win. I just think about every day we need to win. We need to win this next game. So far. But going forward with him, I do believe what you said, but I also think let's hypothetically say I ain't gonna say they're gonna go 0-6 the rest of the season, but let's say they just just completely fall out.
Oh, it just looks like
both play-in games. Yeah, I think Jack Klein be doing disservice if he don't decide to try and look if that were to happen, right?
Yeah.
But I think like I said, like we've been talking about, we've seen it on the court. Like some of the moves so far he's made. I mean, Zach Edey, we see it, right? He got in foul trouble the one game against the Celtics. That was the game he got in foul trouble, right? So he didn't play as well that game. There are some other little tweaks I would like Iisalo to make. I felt like down stretch of the Golden State game, he probably should play Edey. He took him out.
Yep.
When they had to leave like 3 minutes ago. But he's also he is a rookie head coach. So and this is a tough situation. Can Ja Morant playing this Friday Saturday after the Lakers game. Taylor Jenkins got fired on their day off. Like Friday, like right. They were off Friday. They only had 30-minute shoot around Saturday. So he was like, that's not enough time for a new coach, for a new voice to really implement stuff before a big game against the Lakers. And then you only got one day off, and then you have a back-to-back. So
Boston and Golden State. Yeah.
Like look at the teams you played. Outdoors at home, that's a lot. That's a lot to process, a lot to go through. They're still humans at the end of the day, human beings. So yeah, it's a tough situation altogether in the general sense of it.
Because it seems like it's more of a thing of like, are the players feeling him? Like, what are his leadership skills? How is he responding to losses? Those type of things. I think those are the things they're looking at more than anything. And they'll probably sit down and do some more interviews with him. And I'm sure that they're realizing that this isn't his offense, this isn't his defense. And I think they'll take all those things into consideration. But I tell y'all what, Jim, I'm be real as I can be on this one. We about to take a break. I gotta take a shit. So we gonna pause for the call. And we're going to show y'all the magic of editing because I'm not going to be back in real time by the time these commercials are over. Hey, we got to talk about the Memphis Hustle too because I'm a little offended by Maine the Lion. I'm a little offended by Maine the Lion. We're going to talk about that and more. Of course, this whole Ja Morant thing, we're going to talk about all that. But it might be 2 minutes in video time. But give me a minute. I'll be back in a second. We're born to Anthony Sain Show. See y'all in a minute.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? If you know anything about Bluff City Media and the content creators, the podcasters on this network, you know that most of us love to bet on sports. And right now, it's the best time of the year to do it. March Madness is here, and every game is a chance to cash in. From the first tip-off to the Final Four, every night promises high-stakes matchups, wild finishes, and big-time betting opportunities. And MyBookie's Bet and Get is back to sweeten the deal. Place a cash bet on March Madness and get a surprise reward. Free bets, cash back, bonus chips. You never know what's coming next. Whether it's a number one seed rolling or an underdog shocking the world, smart bettors know the real money is made one game at a time. Sign up now with promo code MM50 and you can boost your bankroll with a deposit bonus designed to help you make the most of your money. If you don't want a bonus, that's okay too. Just make sure you let them know that Bluff City Media sent you there. Bet on every game, anytime, from anywhere, only with my bookie.
I'm angry, Brevin. I'm angry. Monday night, Grizzlies were on TNT, so we didn't work.
Right.
And Pete Pranica did the game on TNT. That's not why I'm angry. Great for
same, man.
No, great. Have no doubt Pete was great. Everybody's told me Pete was great. But here's how I know Pete was great, and here's why I'm angry, Brevin. Normally, when TNT does the game and we don't do the game, that night we get so many messages on Twitter from Grizz fans saying how much they miss us. But because Pete did the game, apparently nobody missed us, Brevin. Because I didn't get no messages last night.
Kenny, should I tell him or should I just let him be on his own?
Go with it.
I got a lot of messages. They said it's just not the same hearing Petey without you.
So nobody likes me.
They love you.
Tune in to the Night Court Podcast with your hosts, Rob Fisher and Brevin Knight, on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel.
All right, y'all. Welcome back to the Anthony Sain Show. I'm feeling five pounds light over here, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, thanks to technology. Y'all think I was gone for a couple minutes. Hey, it was crucial, man. I've been gone about 30 minutes on these folks, man. With leg fell asleep and everything.
Is your jaw okay?
No, my jaw. No, I see why they call him Ja Morant at this point, man. When I was on the crapper, man, I was thinking about videos I saw. I had totally forgot about this.
Yeah.
Shout out to my guy Terry Davis for posting this story on Instagram.
Scary Terry, baby.
Scary Terry. Hey, I'm gonna tell you this. I'll give y'all a disclaimer because I know y'all like to watch the show. You see the at Sain Asylum. It's the same thing on Twitter, on Instagram. I give y'all a disclaimer. Follow me, but if you go see who I'm following, hey, you're doing it at your own risk. Hey, for Terry Davis, I beg of you. Just stay out of there. Just stay out of there, man. Just stay out of there. But anyway, shout out to my boy. Just go watch the video. Don't go on his likes. Don't go on nothing. Just go look at the video. But you put out a video saying the question was asked to Ja Morant, what happened to you? Because there was a time when I was listening on the radio and they said Ja got hit in his jaw. Right. And he went to the back to see what was going on. He said Ja Morant went straight to the locker room. And then Ja came back to the game. So like, okay, I guess they popped his jaw. He's fine or whatever, right? Come to find out that Ja Morant had to go take a shit in the fourth quarter of the game against. Hey,
makes sense.
I see why they called him Ja Morant, man. He faked a jaw injury to take a shit.
Sometimes we kind of put two and two together when about the same time frame as it took for Anthony to go during the break, that kind of stuff. We're like, wait a second.
I was gone as long as Ja was gone.
How long did it take Ja to get his jaw situated?
Yeah,
right.
Because sometimes you take that turbo shit, right? Because sometimes you take that comfortable, I'm gonna pull out my phone, I'm gonna do a little bit, I'm gonna get my mind right. Sometimes you gotta take that turbo shit, man.
Right.
You just gotta get on about it, wipe up. See, I got the bidet, so I had the bidet kind of pre-rinsing, and then I just went on and did my thing. But yeah, here we are, man.
Wait. So it was like meeting in the middle?
No, I kind of had it where it was like kind of revved up, like it was like ready to cut on. So as soon as I was done, I just gave it that one little.
Because I'm like, what happens if it?
No, But if you constipated, the bidet will get you right though. If it'll go and make you go.
I need to do something with that. I need to.
Yeah, I need to too.
Hey, bidet life is the shit, bro. Hey, the older you get, you gonna realize, bro. Because once you hit about 38, ass wiping ain't like it used to be, right? Your ass probably your ass probably was never actually meant to be wiped with toilet paper anyway. I think after a certain amount of years, the muscles in your ass just don't.
There's like a shelf life for like how many.
My asshole toe out, man.
It's like how many times can we do this? It's like at some point you just gotta move on to something different.
Bidet life, man. Get you a bidet. I'll send you a link on Amazon. It might be in the comments. It might be in the description. But anyway, bro. Speaking of bullshit, bro. And speaking of Ja Morant, of course, Ja Morant in that same Golden State Warriors game had a standoff with one Buddy Hield.
Buddy Hield?
Yeah. But
the man
Man, the man with 1 million teeth in his mouth.
I mean, got 150 teeth.
Right. Who literally looks like a big mouth bass. Buddy Hield and Ja Morant had a war of guns out on the game the other night.
Finger guns.
Finger guns, yeah.
Threes.
Yeah. Right. So, and then like, here's the thing, man. I feel the way I feel about this, right? And I think it's kind of impossible to say that there's zero bias in it because it's Ja Morant. But I really feel like if anybody can step back and see this in an unbiased way, right? But even somebody like me who is a Grizzlies fan, and also I'm also somebody who has been frustrated with things that Ja's done in the past. Go watch episode 0 of the Anthony Sain show. You'll see my monologue about how I felt about the whole Ja Morant situation when he messed up the second time. But I think that anybody who looks at this situation can see that this is what am I trying to say? I got lost in my words. Anybody can see that this is a situation where it's not really about what you saw on the court. It wasn't really about two basketball players talking shit and they're throwing their celebrations at each other. And I think people can, be crazy about this on both sides. It's really what I'm trying to get to. You have people who are put him in jail, kick him out of the league. Oh, this is just the third time. 3 strikes are out, Ja Morant. You got those people, you know what I mean? Then you have people who are like super defensive about it, you know what I mean, from a Grizzlies standpoint and just from a basketball standpoint in general, who are saying this, that, and the other. And, well, you know, it's just a celebration of a three-pointer. Okay, Ja wasn't celebrating a three-pointer. Like, he made that three-pointer 3 plays ago. Right. It was strictly retaliation to Buddy Hield. Like, Buddy Hield did the gun thing when Moody hit the 3. So they put him up 8. The Grizzlies knew the game was over. Ja comes down, makes his own 3. They immediately make the foul. And when Moody made the 3, Buddy Hield probably said something to Ja from the bench. And when Ja hit his 3, Buddy Hield did the gun thing to Ja again for the 3-pointer. And it got Ja riled up. He responded out of emotion. He let his emotions get the best of him. And he threw the gun shine back at Buddy, right? It's kind of all it was, bro. Like, they talked shit to each other. They went to the benches and the shit was over. Speaking of shit is over, might have taken another commercial break, but but it was over, bro. Like Paul Pierce, but it was literally over, bro. Like, it was literally over.
I was about to say Lamar Jackson,
right? And I'm gonna say this on this whole thing, and I'll get you guys' thoughts on it. I might step away while you guys get y'all shit off, but I'm also a little extra distracted right now by something going on in my periphery. But this is the most disjointed show we've ever done. Anyway, so damn, like, what was I saying? Okay, here's the thing, man. This is how I see the whole thing. Then I'm gonna get it for y'all. I talked about this on Twitter as well. Ja Morant did something a couple years ago, 3 years ago, damn near now, that everyone knows. He was in a nightclub, pulled out a gun, was flashing, dancing with a gun in a nightclub. It went viral. The video got out. We woke up. This is when we realized Ja might be crazy. like just realized that Ja might not. This is when it kind of all went downhill, right? Ja lost endorsements, and Ja was really on his way. He was about to be out of here, bro. Like, Ja was doing like Marvel stuff. He had like the Powerade deal. Like, Ja was about to be out of here, like, for real. And that derailed a lot of stuff with him. Then he did it again, right? He was sitting at his house in his driveway, and he was caught. You know, he flashed the gun again, and he got in trouble. Did Ja get suspended twice?
Yeah. So the first time it was backtrack. He got 8 games, but he already missed like 7 of them, and they basically.
But it was a bigger suspension the second time.
Yeah,
right.
That was 25.
Okay,
the next time.
All right. So Ja served his time, right? He did. I hate saying it. Like, he didn't go to jail.
Served no time.
He served his suspension. His suspension was granted.
He lost the money that he would have made making All NBA.
Yeah,
the extra 30 mil on his contract. Yeah, that's what he lost.
And that was already done. The league determined that Ja Morant, you did something that is detrimental to the league. You did something that you were being super casual with guns and like playing with guns. And that's like, nah, we ain't feeling that, bro. Like, you can't do that. I get it, bro. Like, I'm the person who understands those things are not illegal. And I'm even the guy that said, damn, man, Ja was sitting in this effing driveway in a car that wasn't moving. You tell me he can't have a freaking gun in the video? But I get it, right? I get all that. Just a totally different conversation if y'all want to have that conversation. But the point I'm trying to make is what they deemed that he did something that was detrimental to the image of the league, right? And they suspended him for it. Okay, that's done. He served his time for that. What he did the other night is not conduct detrimental to the league. That's something that everybody in the league does. They've been doing it for decades. This ain't a YN NBA thing. This ain't a YNBA thing. This is been going on. I remember the Rifleman, Chuck Person. That was his nickname. I'm 45. I was a little kid and remember Chuck Person, right? The Rifleman. Reggie Miller did the gun thing. Like, guys literally did guns. Yeah. Like, it wasn't subliminal. They did gun celebrations, right? Like, this is going on for decades in the NBA. Right. So the thing is, people say, well, Josh should know better, and he shouldn't, he should know he shouldn't be able to do that. And no, bro, that's not conduct detrimental to the league. He's doing the same thing. He's doing normal shit. He's doing something everybody in the NBA does. Like, you can't, because if that's the case, so I don't know the legal term for this, but when is what's the word they say? Like, you like the double jeopardy thing. Like, what's it say? Like how much time is allowed until that's out of here? Because he can't be punished for the rest of his career. Where you say, Ja, for the rest of your career, you can't do anything. You can't say the word shoot. You can't. You can't say. You can't have
the statute of limitations on it, right?
Because if that's the case, just being for real, the statute of limitations. That's what I'm saying. Because if that's the case, right? If y'all are ready to, God damn, if y'all are ready to, ignore me, bro. If y'all are ready to suspend or fine Ja Morant for what he's doing, right? Why did y'all do this when he came to court on the game with a fucking shiesty mask on?
Right.
Why did y'all suspend him? Right.
That was worse.
Why do y'all? He's out there wearing criminal paraphernalia and some black Air Forces. Why do y'all find him then? Like, why do y'all investigate that shit? Right? I was like, it's nonsense, bro. Like, what are you saying? Like he dealt with the punishment for what he did. That's not what he did, bro. Like, that's not the same thing as what he did. Like, you can't tell me that Ja can't do normal NBA shit, bro. Like, what are we talking about, bro? It's so crazy, bro. It's all extremely crazy. And we live in a time, man. Shout out to Gary Parrish. He talked about this. It's crazy because I want to talk about this too. There used to be a time, bro, where like news shows, ESPN shows, or even the internet, everything that was posted was news. It was made in a way where this is it. Take it for what it is. We make our money off our sponsors, and this is what it is. Go do your thing. Woj would post on Twitter. Whoever the national guys were, they would post, and they would post stories. It just kind of is what it is. Nowadays, that's not enough, man. You got to have something that's sensationalized, and
the talking heads. The
people have to be engaged. They got to retweet it. They got to respond. It got to be something that creates a response. Just like with this show, put something in the comments. There's a reason why it triggers the algorithm. All those type of things, right? Everything is based on people being engaged, like people doing something. It's not just about quoting the news. So that's why the story has to be. We're taking a look at something because Buddy Hield and Ja. I get guys throwing the sign at each other. It looked like it might have been a little bit of something there because there wasn't any shots made. So why were they throwing this? Why were they doing this ton at each other? Like, let's call the guys in the room and say, hey guys, what's going on? Are y'all beefing? Like,
they were talking trash, bro.
Right. Like, if that was the narrative, they said, okay, that looked a little bit more than basketball. Let's see what's going on. I could take that. But no, the story is Ja Morant is under investigation for throwing a gun sign at Buddy Hield. Like, no, bro. Yeah. Like, that's not what happened, bro. Like, it was a little bit more happening. Yeah. Right. And I will say this. This is something the Grizzlies fans are not talking about. And I will throw this out there too. And I'm not trying to, this ain't nothing to try to get Ja in trouble, but like, I'm just going to take y'all back a little bit. There was an incident a few years ago where there was an allegation that Ja Crew shined laser lights on Indiana Pacers players. Buddy Hield was on that team. Right. Buddy Hield was on that team. The league might have been like, hold on.
Hold on. Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense.
So because Buddy did it to be a dick. Buddy did it knowing, okay, you the shooter, you might pull out a gun, so I'm fucking with you. And then Ja was like, all right, motherfucker, I might shoot your ass for real. Like, but it's like, I know, motherfucker, you might. Hey, don't play too much. I might snitch on your ass. And I think all that played into it. I think that's why the league is like, okay, let's just make sure this shit is just friendly competition, and that these motherfuckers ain't really about to be on some bullshit. Whatever. But it's crazy. Hey, like it's absolutely crazy. Go ahead. Pat.
I would say that is a real
thing.
If
I step away, just keep doing your thing. Don't pay me no mind.
I would say that is a real thing because back in the day, you had teammates, Gilbert Arenas and Javaris Critteney, brought guns in the locker room, and
because it went like Ja hit a three. It went like Ja hit a three and he sprayed up the bench. Like it was like niggas was at the free throw line. You know what I'm saying? Like so what are y'all doing?
Man. It was like
So I mean, I get that part, but like don't make it like it's a story. Like this is some. Oh man, I'm gonna talk about that too, bro. It's so many. Tell them about the gun line boss ass dudes on these damn networks and TV shows and podcasts who get in front of these white people and feel like they gotta like incriminate black people. It's really pissing me off, bro. Oh, God, I don't want to go there today, bro. I do not want to go there, bro. But go ahead, Perry.
That's all.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead before I start doing it, Perry.
Man, that's all I had, man.
Hey, man. You know, my favorite movie is Life. My favorite movie is Life.
Yeah.
Tell me, what's that line again you just said?
Man, tell them about the gun line, boss. They need to get that nigga, man. Man, what the fuck wrong with you, family?
Man,
I feel bad for Taylor Jenkins, boss. He know what y'all was gonna do, sir.
Was Ja gonna be in jail?
He might be in jail one day, boss. Coon ass fucking Pat Bev, man. These dudes.
That messed me up about Pat Bev because I've always liked Pat Bev. That messed me up.
These dudes get on these shows. It's the black co-hosts on these white shows, and bro will say fucking anything, bro. Like Pat Bev, you trash for making that comment, bro. Man said he felt sorry for Taylor Jenkins, wondering whether Ja Morant was gonna be in jail or not. Bro, come on, bro.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
Ken, I'm gonna went off on your ass. Ken, you ever had me in a situation? Well, I feel like I even got to play like that, bro. Like, bro, what the hell is wrong with these dudes, bro? Like, hold on, God, bro. Kendrick Perkins, your ass be saying some weirdo ass, doing some weirdo ass shit too, bro.
And Kendrick's is all personal with Ja because he tried to be Ja's dude.
He tried to be Ja's Ahmad Rashad. He tried to be the Ahmad Rashad to his Michael Jordan. He 100%. Tried to be the LeBron and
Wendy.
Yeah, he tried to be his dude.
He tried to be Ja's best friend, as LeBron like to call it. Right?
I'm letting you know, bro. Ja don't fool with nobody, bro. It ain't personal. He don't fool with nobody in the media, bro. Like he don't fool with nobody. Like even the people who take care of Ja, like I mean, it's just where he's at. Anyway, bro, these dudes who just like be on this buffoon stuff. And I've heard guys I respect, guys that are my OGs, guys that I really respect in media, say things like, Ja's got to be careful and Ja has to avoid these type of things. I kind of get that. But at the end of the day, man, my thing is if there's an unfair or a broken system or a system set up against somebody, it ain't no good behavior you can do to avoid that shit, bro. Like you shouldn't have to perform or behave a certain way to avoid unfair treatment. No, in the unfair treatment, bro. Like I'm not gonna tell people, it's just like as a black man, you have to do certain things. Right now in my car, my turn signal don't work. I'm having electrical problems with the turn signal in my car, right? I am terrified to drive down the goddamn street and can't make a left and can't do a left turn signal, right? You know what I mean? Like, and I shouldn't have to be that way. You know what I mean? Like, but I have to be careful or do the right thing to avoid bullshit. You know what I mean? So
the worst was that line.
I'm not wired that way, bro. I'm just not wired that way.
The worst was that line that somebody said on Twitter yesterday that I saw somebody say the NBA will not tolerate those kinds of celebrations. And I'm like,
man, first of all, that's a lie.
That's a lie. Like, that's a lie. We saw Dyson Daniels.
Man, shoot up the whole gym.
Literally, Draco the whole gym, bro. Like, he made 1 3 and, like, sprayed the entire gym. And you got Ja going like this. Now the funniest picture was T
doing it.
That was the greatest picture.
And I was like, oh shit. The people who got something negative to say, they're gonna tear this up. Hey, T is the poster child of everything. They're gonna make a whole thesis out of that joint. Look at the daddy. Look at the daddy. Hey, bro. Hey, I was at one of Gabe's games, man. And Gabe don't have many highlights, right? Gabe set a perfect screen up top for his point guard. Popped out, the point guard fed him. Gabe instantly put up a 3, splashed it. Then they called timeout after Gabe hit the 3. I said, hey, Gabe. I pulled that thing out there. With the sound effect. Shot his ass up from across the head. Shot his ass up. Bro, whatever, bro. I don't give a damn what Ja do, bro. Like, it's something crazy.
I love it, man. I love it.
Yeah.
I said, "Gabe." He looked up. He hit me. He hit me with the jut. I said, "Lit his ass up." It didn't care, bro. Like these folks, bro. Hey, stop it, bro. The folks been doing that, bro. Chuck Person was the rightful man, bro. What are we talking about? Reggie Miller used to blow the fingers and, man, stop it, bro.
Oh, don't forget with LeBron James in NBA Finals.
Man, LeBron might had this thing. That boy broke the thing down and put the clip on it.
Right.
Damn.
Oiled the thing up.
Man,
Look at that.
Yeah. Like that man had a musket. Like, what the fuck?
He was...
Man, bro, get the fuck out of here, bro. Damn.
It is wild.
All my life, we've been comparing guys who can shoot from three shooters. Man, that boy got a gun. That boy got a rifle. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop it, bro.
Got a cannon.
A cannon, yeah, man. Stop it, bro. We been doing like, oh, this won't be tolerated. Man, shut y'all ass up, bro. Hey, bro, I ain't gonna lie. Every time somebody shoot a three, everybody in the crowd. Spraying that hoe.
Hey,
so crazy, bro.
I'm gonna love it. I want to put a shot. I want to put a call out to every Grizzlies fan.
Yeah, man. Every time we
that
do anything,
needs to be
man.
the new one.
Hey. 3 to the dome, man. We find that thing. Go.
3 to the dome.
3 to the vein, man.
Hey, forget the yellow. Forget the growl towels.
Yeah, the gun towels. Yeah, man, these folks crazy. Now, I don't get offended by that type of shit. But goddamn, I'm gonna tell you what I'm low key offended by for real. Goddamn, Memphis Hustle. I know y'all season just ended. Man, you better go get your boys over there, man. Goddamn, Main the line. I don't think I'm feeling Main the line, bro. That shit kind of got me pissed off. And that better be a black dude on that goddamn line, too. It better be a black dude. Because that man came out. That man came out. Pill Walker had the perm. I was like, no, bro. What the fuck, bro? What are y'all doing, bro? Hey, I got a friend who used to be one of my mentees who's in high school. My guy named Damon Drew. If you seen the Chick-fil-A video that went viral about the guy that's a Chick-fil-A worker dancing at Chick-fil-A. He also dances for Memphis Grizzlies.
On Union. Yeah.
Yes. He's a phenomenal entertainer for the Grizzlies. Great dancer. He does the Bill Street, not flippers, but the Duncan Elvis thing. He does that too, right?
Okay.
It's a really talented dude. I was laying in bed yesterday. I called and said, Drew, nigga, sit your ass inside this goddamn line. He said, no, bro. He said, I don't even know what you're talking about. I said, okay, don't worry about it. But yeah, man, shout out to the Memphis Hustle, Main the line. I get it. You would think that I would be like pretty happy that like as a homage to my city that the Memphis Hustle mascot is a lion named Main, but just to see his last name of Main on the jersey and a pimp lip and a perm, I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about Main the lion, bro.
Man, you gotta love the city.
Oh God,
they come up with everything.
Oh God. Oh God. Oh, whew. Man, I love blackness, bro. It just seems like sometimes, bro, we just too goddamn niggerish.
We take it too far, man. We take it too far now.
The thing is, bro.
No, dude.
The thing is, hold on. No, can be quiet. Sit this out, bro. Hold on.
No, I got one thing. Hold on.
No, bro. The crazy thing is, it ain't like it was like a think tank of like this group of like all these black people. You know, it's so white motherfucker said.
I was gonna say her name is Sally. Like Sally came up with that idea. I got a great idea. Let's go with Main the lion.
Main the lion. Oh God. Oh God. Oh shit. Oh man, I'm hurting. Oh. Shit. I'm like, fuck y'all, bro. Fuck y'all. And then I called my boy Drew and said, man, is this your black ass? And this goddamn lion pimp walking with a goddamn perm. Oh God. Oh.
Dang.
Oh, but I get it. Lions have a mane. Their hair is called a mane. His name is Main the Lion. I'm with it, bro. I'm with it. Sign me up, bro. It's just, I was like, all right, bro. I was like,
That's funny.
But speaking of people who play in empty arenas, University of Memphis basketball.
God, he's on one today, man. This man's throwing shots.
Announced that they are getting all y'all broke ass out the top seeds and forcing y'all to pay more to sit at the bottom. Official news came out. Oh no. Oh, let me get my breath. All right. For real. University of Memphis, they are cutting seats in the FedEx Forum. I don't really know what that means. All I know is I went to a game and the top seats were not available, and it looked fucking good. It looked good on TV. It looked good in the arena. So basically, all the seats are in the lower bowl, right, for the games?
Right, the lower bowl, yeah.
So, but they had to drop prices, bro. You can't force people who were paying.
They did.
Okay.
They dropped the lower bowl prices. They didn't make the prices that were up top the same as the prices in the bottom. They dropped lower bowl prices.
Right, but those upper seats don't exist anymore is what I'm saying, right?
For the Grizzlies or for the Tigers, they don't.
Tiger games, yeah.
Right.
I think I like that, bro. I like
Made
that.
a lot of sense. Make a whole lot of sense.
Yeah. We said we want them to do something like that last year. Take some of those seats out, make everybody come down low, but make it affordable for all. Like, get what you can. Fill up that bottom. I think it might be super dope inside FedEx Forum for the Tiger games. And that's all I got on that, man. That's all I got. That's another show.
There's a lot of tax ramifications, legal ramifications, things like that. Like where the University of Memphis Athletic Department might get some, might start making some extra money with revenue sharing and things like that.
Well, shout out to that then.
I don't know exactly how all that is together. Like, I don't understand all that, but just from a visual perspective,
it's gonna look good.
That upper bowl, that upper tier bowl needed to be shut down for the Tigers. They bring everybody down, bring everybody closer. Just give it a better environment. You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna be all right, bro. It's gonna be all right. I love it. Penny looks like he's putting some stuff together. Nobody's committed yet, but a lot of guys in visiting. He's on a lot of guys finalist list for guys as far as where they're gonna go to their next school. Penny kind of has a thing for dreadheads. My son Gabe was telling me about something they call dreadheads. Help me out, Paris. You're the youngest up here. There's some kids called dreadheads. Yeah. Some type of dreadheads. Something. Casual dreadhead, or I don't know.
Need to get Evan out here, man.
Right. Evan will probably spit it out real quick. He'll spit it out real quick. Well, for Kenny Stubblefield, for Paris Sharkey, this is Anthony Sain. We'll see y'all next week. I ain't even talking about the game that y'all saw last night. We recorded this on Thursday before the game. Hopefully we won. If not, hey, whatever. It is what it is, bro.
On to the next one.
See y'all in the play-in, bro. But we'll see y'all next week, and we out.
Thank you for listening to the Anthony Sain Show. If you enjoyed this episode, leave a rating and a review wherever you download your podcasts. Also, like and subscribe to Bluff City Media's YouTube page. For comprehensive coverage of Memphis sports, head over to www.bluffcitymedia.co and find out how you can become an insider. We will see you back here next week.